Alright, I'm just going to do a quick run through the game and sort of show how I run it. Probably not the most optimal. One of the things you can do is right in the beginning here, you can actually hold forward and left as it's loading, and you'll start moving before you actually load in. So that's a little bit treat. A little bit cool trick. Here, basically most of the doors in this game you can actually just walk through as they're opening. I'll point out the ones you can actually do that in, but this one right in the beginning, just walk right into opening it. Then just skip ahead, do all this real quick. You can actually hold forward there and you'll start walking immediately. Best way to do it, just don't let go forward. For every single load screen in this game, as soon as you see loading, start holding forward and you'll start walking. If you hold before loading shows, then you won't start walking. I just close my eyes here to see the door better, but you don't have to. Here's another door you can sort of just walk through. Nothing much to do here, sort of just grab the key card. Here, this door, you want to be right next to it when you walk through it, because otherwise you'll glitch into it. Then this door, you're going to want to, right here, you're going to want to tap E and get it to open before you get to the bottom, or else you'll run into it. It's really hard to not run into it. So if you open it up way back there, then you will be fine. You won't actually clip into it. Then for here, the code is always 234, no matter what. There's no change of variance, so you're fine. Another door you want to walk into right when you're opening it. Let me show you, if you do it like this, then you get stuck on it. But whenever you just open it straight up, go right through. Now, for some reason, the game likes to open the door back up for you, which is pretty convenient. Alright, this part's pretty straightforward. You just sort of play through the rest of the game. Another door you can just walk through. Nothing you can really do to speed this part up. You have to use the lever, and you have to go to a tool shed. So, just do this real quick. Okay. That door, I've never really found a really good way to go through it, to be honest. You could try and do the same thing with clicking it early. You can go through pretty consistently with the whole way of just going right up next to it before clicking it. Sometimes you'll get glitched into the handle though, so no guarantees, but usually it's best to go right up next to it first. I like to sort of walk sideways here so I can see exactly when I can go forward. Just looking up, looking for the light, because it's really freaking dark. No matter what you do to your monitor, it's pretty much pitch black. So the best way to see the corner is right here. Just hold forward right around here and sort of walk right past the corner. This is one of my favorite parts of the game because there's one extra thing you can do. So you can go to normal way. The normal way is just going through this door, right? You just walk over, go through this vent over there, right? You just go through the vent, you get the key card. But the secondary way is you start right over here, right? You just go straight forward, and there's a little bit of a glitch I discovered. If you do the glitch perfectly, it only saves about 2 seconds, so use at your own caution, but it's really hard, so I haven't been using it at all. You just walk through this door, you have this angle. It doesn't always work, that's the reason I really avoid it, but if you do the right angle, then you walk up right there. You can walk around and sort of skip that vent area. But like I said, I tested a bunch, and you have to do it perfectly in order to save about 2 seconds, so right now I'm not going to bother using it, so I'm just going to keep on going normally. And there's no real trick to the angle. It's really just sort of vague. There's no real correct way to go about it. You sort of have to hope and pray that you get the angle right. With the monster in this elevator, there's a little bit of a skip to it. You can go pretty fast around him, but if you die to him, then it completely kills your run, so usually I'm a little bit safer, lose about a second. I approximated like certain positions he has to be in order to get around him. If he's right outside the elevator, you can't get in, you have to let him get out a little bit more. So like right around here is where I usually let him get to before I go in. It's pretty straightforward, you just walk all the way to the other wall and then just go into the elevator. It's a little bit forgiving, but just don't walk into him. That's really bad. This code's always 323 no matter what. You're pretty much set there. Oh shit. This door also likes to glitch you, so you should open it as soon as you hit the code. It speeds it up a little bit. If you try and walk right through it, you'll get stuck in the door handle. It's pretty cool that you can skip this entire part. All you have to do is go to the button and press it. You don't actually have to go through any of the puzzles over here. It's kind of nice. So I just like the puzzle. Oh, didn't press it. You sort of just, usually I have sound on, but I turned it off for now. But then, around this part, it's all about speed here. You just have to do the correct motions. If you memorize this area right over here, the hallway room, that's the best way to do it, to sort of memorize where everything is. But the monster's pretty damn slow, I gotta say. So once you get past it, you get onto this thing, you can pretty much open your eyes for a lot of it. You really don't have to close it as much as I do, but I like to be safe. Plus, you can't really save a lot of time here. Make sure to get this keycard as fast as possible. Now, here's an area where if you're really far ahead, you can, never mind, I'm gonna cut that out. No tricks around here, not whatsoever. Another little sneaky trick is that you can just run straight for this area and press E on the eyeball as soon as you see it. Saves a lot of time, you don't have to close your eyes and open them again. Hand maze, you just gotta practice this. Usually what I do is just come right before run, do it a few times, and then actually do it. But by now I've got it so perfected I really don't need to practice it. It's pretty forgiving, only the very first section, the very entrance of the hand maze, gets me anymore. Now here you get spawned and then it's immediately to your left. That's an important thing. I almost always forget it in my runs because I hit the eye, I don't even think about it. I just start holding forward in the loading screen. But the door is just right to your left. I usually just close my eyes right away and make sure I get the right one. Here I just tap E as fast as you possibly can. You can usually get the full circle before you get around and then walk right into him as he comes to your door. And then here, don't close your eyes. It is much faster just to let the things kill you. It's way better, I think. So once they kill you, you just sort of hold forward, go right in the next section. Here is a fun little section, right? You can walk right through the door normally. I usually go to the left side around here, right? I go forward. As soon as you see the green eye, as soon as that thing pops up in the distance in just a second, you're going to close your eyes, look at the ground, start counting off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, 6 lines, 7 lines. You're going to count 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's about where you want to start going right at this corner. That's where you sort of get that cue to go around these tables, 13 lines. As soon as the green eye appears, you count off 13. Now these bases do kill you, they're run killers, just don't run into them. Pretty easy to avoid. The monster behind you is super damn slow. You're pretty set once you get to this point. You don't even have to close your eyes, but always take precautions. I haven't really found a way to speed this part up. All you really do is walk over the edges. You sort of do drift way out there on your way down, which is kind of annoying. But I'm sure there's a way you could actually get this to go a little bit faster if you figure out how to fall without going way to the other side of the platforms. But for now, I've just been turning around and sort of falling. Doesn't really matter to me. Alright, you can't speed this up at all. Just hold forward. And then this code, same as the other codes, never changes. It's always 425, which is really convenient because these codes all eliminate massive parts of the game. So yeah, get good at tapping those and getting it exactly 425. You're going to want to always get this code really fast. Save a little bit of time. It's worth picking up the flashlight because memorizing this maze is a hell. It's really convenient though because the monster never spawns before a certain point in the maze. So you can actually run through the maze completely fine, don't close your eyes at all for a while. Up until a certain part I'll point it out. But you are completely safe without a doubt up until a certain point in the maze. It's right up here. He only spawns right here. You see him? Perfect. Now you can close your eyes a little bit, but you don't want to fuck up this part because it's actually kind of hard. You go around this area, you go straight, and then as soon as you hit these boxes, you go right. Then you want to go straight more. This is the most annoying part of the game, by the way, by far. Keep going straight. Then you're going to go left. Left again. And then you're pretty much home clear. You want to go straight all the way to the elevator. If you memorize those pathings, this maze is infinitely easier. I do suggest you memorize them pretty early on. It'll save you a lot of heartache. I've fucked up that maze so many times. So then, just die to this guy right over here. Real quick death. Then, just tap like crazy. These next parts, super easy. I like to immediately close my eyes and open them. But a little trick you can do is that over here, once you get past these hands, I like to immediately go back to this area because she spawns right around the corner, and that speeds up a tiny bit. Alright, keep going here. You're going to want to close your eyes again. Then I like to do that again right around this corner because she also spawns right where I'm standing right now. So then you can sort of run all the way past, skip both of the ladies. Alright, do this section. Not much to do here. You really just don't fuck it up. It's super easy. Same thing where you can hold forward and left there. This door now glitched you though, so you need to go to the side first. So don't think you can walk through that door. You'll get caught on it. Lose at least 1 second. But you can walk through this one, which is pretty nice. As soon as you walk out, you're pretty set. Just wait for yourself to get teleported. Yeah, I forgot about that. You actually have to look out and get to the edge of the screen before it'll trigger your thing. So don't make the mistake I just did. Now, I contemplated this section. For what I'm doing, I think the button is more legitimate for a run ending because it classifies sort of as soon as you hit the button is over. If you go that route and you go and click on her, it will take you to a sort of cutscene where you can still move around. And I feel like as long as you can move, you're still in the run. So in this one, you press the button and you can still move a tiny bit more, but it's pretty much over. With the lady, you press the button, you walk around in a purple world for a while, and then you go back to this world, and then it sort of actually officially ends. So I think the button should be considered the real ending. The other way is not faster, I've tested it. So I think the button's the best way to do it. And that's the gist of how this runs run. I don't think there's anything you can really improve when it comes to glitches. There's that one angle glitch, which I really don't think is worth it under any circumstances, but if you can figure out any other major glitches, that'd be sick, but I'm pretty sure almost no one really cares about this run. I just thought I'd show people how I do it.